Hello, my name's Jenny Woollacott-Scar. I'm Information Officer here in the Career Zone. This is the Career Zone for the University of Exeter. So we're based in the Forum, and it's a really prestigious space, basically, right in the middle of campus. Really high footfall. And it's a new build, so it's sort of 2011-ish. So yeah, quite prestigious building. We had a young person come in and work with us. I think it was about a day a week for over about a 4 or 5 week period. He was here sort of just doing a bit of work experience, looking at our resources for us, and he was a great guy, lots of banter, really good, really friendly guy. So the young person who came to work with us is a wheelchair user, and we had assumed, as I think a lot of businesses do, it's a new building, it's new furniture. We had assumed that somebody in a wheelchair would be easily able to use our tables, our desks, maybe even some of our chairs or the other spaces. No, this is not the case. Quite an uncomfortable experience at the start for the young person and also for us as well, because the young person, they were a wheelchair user and they couldn't get their wheelchair under the desks, which meant that they couldn't use a computer, so they couldn't reach to use a computer, and that was a real issue. And it was a major eye-opener for us as well, because you just make these assumptions. If you're a business and you are a relatively well-funded business in a university, you think, well, of course it's going to be fine, of course it'll be fine, no problem. And to kind of have the young person arrive on the first day and find that there was no space that was comfortable for this person to use. So, you know, this is a very central space in the university, and we do see wheelchair users in here, but not very often. And we had assumed that, you know, the space was okay for them, but if there aren't wheelchair users in here, then why aren't there wheelchair users in here? Is it because they've kind of come in and gone, nah, this is not going to work for me, and then kind of gone out again? So we're in an area where accessibility often do appointments, and we have seen wheelchair users go up to the appointment and then come back again, but maybe not want to stay in the space because maybe it just doesn't feel comfortable. And we had made so many assumptions about people with mobility disabilities just being able to use the space that we kind of assumed that they could, but pretty much probably that's just not the case, and that's our own kind of bias as well. It's our own kind of assumptions that we make. So that has been a major eye-opener for us. So we're having kind of a range of new things, including a wheelchair accessible table, which is going to be fantastic, and that means it's adaptable as well, so that it can be lowered or higher depending on that person's needs, and we can publicise that, so we can let people know that this is something that, you know, a wheelchair user, hopefully of any kind of wheelchair, will be able to use the space a lot more comfortably.